Hi, I'm okay. We were stuck in all the traffic, but
Okay,
do
that's
you
fine.
need me
Well,
to check
no,
anything?
somebody
Okay.
else.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Just,
Okay, thank you.
yeah,
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
yeah, yeah. Have fun then.
Thank you, I will.
Yeah.
It's giving me that bit rate thing again.
Huh?
It's giving me that bit rate thing, that the bit rate is too low.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, you mean
The live stream.
I remember. I see that red light. It's really helpful.
Yeah, it's always giving me this, and then it stops.
Yeah.
It stops.
It freezes.
Yeah. Now it's okay. The zoom is, but this is. Because that's your zoom. Tabla. Nobody's gonna but I don't know what to do about this is the
Yeah.
this is the zoom. This is the back end of the live stream. This is the front of the live stream. Yeah. It's okay. None. It's too early anyway. Zero.
the musicians are? Find out if they need sweat rags.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just turn this on during the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's sort of like a little half step on the left, so stay to the right. Better to stay to the right. Yeah, because there's a...
There's this here.
Yeah.
Locked off this aisle. Go. Stay behind the light.
It's actually
I see Anjali and you beside on stage.
Besides on stage? No, she will be on stage and then afterwards she's going to dance. Yeah. Joyous.
Blow out.
Inspire the next generation.
fit in there. How's that?
silence all electronic devices. If you need to use your device to view your program, do so only during pauses and intermission.
Comes from the
The
word
taking of
katha,
photographs
meaning
or
to tell
videotaping is
stories.
strictly prohibited. Welcome to the Boston University Dance Theater. At this time, we ask that you turn off or silence all electronic devices. If you need to use your device to view your program, do so only during pauses and intermission. The taking of photographs or videotaping is strictly prohibited, as is bringing food or beverages into the theater. We'd like to point out the emergency exits. There are 2 at the top of the stairs, and 2 at the bottom of the risers at stage level. There is a 5th exit in the upstage corner of the stage area. The BU Dance Theater acknowledges that the territory on which Boston University stands is that of the Wampanoag and the Massachusetts people. This space and BU's campus are places to honor and respect the history and continued efforts of the Native and Indigenous community leaders which make up Eastern Massachusetts and the surrounding region. Thank you for joining us. Please enjoy the concert.
Kathak comes from the word katha, meaning to tell stories. Kathaka is a storyteller. In the ancient times, the minstrels and the bards would tell stories, wandering from one village to another. In modern times, we fly in the jets, Boeing 757. The journey of a train, the steam engine leaving the station, crossing the lines, going over the bridge, crossing another train, that is also Kathak. The word guru means he or she who will undertake the responsibility and no matter what, will go with the roller coaster ride, psychologically, physically, mentally, and spiritually with the disciple. Will go with the journey. But now we are going beyond. Our age differences, our cultural differences, our race differences are so. The collaboration is very spiritual. I'm dancing with an energy. We are dancing with 2 energies. When we dance, we become one. There is a tremendous learning exchange, a very energetic exchange, not only energy-wise, but dance, energy, social issues. That is the idea, that when you dance, and you become one with the divine. The divine. So 2 important things are very ingredient in Indian society. Is called Tyag and Seva. For the good, the betterment of the society. Tyag and Seva. Any artist who does that, I would respect. If you're not a great human being, then you're not a great dancer.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and lovers of the arts, Namaskar and good evening. Welcome to the enchanting world of Khelna, a festival celebrating the playful spirit of Indian music and dance. Both myself, Shelly Chabra, and Urvashi Butra are honored to be your master of ceremonies tonight.
Namaskar. Over the past week, we have journeyed through a series of workshops, each designed to explore and embody the theme of playfulness, Khelna. This festival, inspired by the joyful essence of creativity and movement, has brought together students, artists, and enthusiasts from all walks of life. We have witnessed a remarkable exchange of energy, talent, and passion, making this week truly unforgettable. The idea of Khelna originated from a deep desire to reconnect with the childlike wonder of dance and music that we have and bring into our lives. Through the workshops, we have delved into all aspects of playfulness and different art forms, rediscovering the joy and spontaneity that fuel our creativity. Tonight, we bring this theme to life on stage, and we hope to share the spirit of Khelna with each of you this evening. We also have a rare opportunity to have a Q&A with the artists at the end of the performance, including an artist meet and greet afterwards. So please make sure to stay for that.
And now I'd like to introduce our musicians for this evening, who came all the way from India to be a part of a US tour hosted by our sister schools. We have been thrilled to have them with us through the whole week and tonight. Shri Jayanta Banerjee, an internationally acclaimed sitarist and music composer, is renowned for his mastery across various musical instruments and genres, including sarod, harmonium, keyboards, and vocal. He founded the Samband Festival, uniting dance, music, and theater with over 100 artists involved. Trained under eminent mentors, his expertise spans Rampur and Mehar Gharanas. A recipient of numerous awards, his talent shines in performances across the globe, including prestigious venues like the Hollywood Bowl. Jayanta Da's multifaceted career includes teaching, sound engineering, and collaboration with renowned artists, leaving an indelible mark on the world of music and beyond. And may I welcome Jayanta Da to the stage. Shri Satyaprakash Mishra on Tabla is the son and disciple of acclaimed artist Pandit Kalinath Mishra, showcases remarkable versatility and skill as a soloist and accompanist to India's top music and dance talents, embodying the rich tradition of the Benares Gharana. With performances alongside luminaries like Pandit Chitrashdas and Shankar Mahadevan, he has graced prestigious global stages and frequently collaborates with his father in tabla duets at renowned festivals like Saptak and the Harivalabh. Offstage, he passionately educates the next generation through workshops and classes, and his annual Sangeet Samagam festival, co-hosted with his father, celebrates both emerging and established talents, reflecting his enduring commitment to Indian classical music and dance. Please welcome Satyaprakash Mishra. And our soloist tonight, Anjali Nath, is the disciple of Pandit Chitrashdas and his senior most disciple, Gretchen Hayden. She is dedicated to a legacy of exceptional artistry and service through Kathak dance. With over 26 years in the field, Anjali has nurtured premier institutions, enriched cultural landscapes, and inspired thousands through performances, education, and community outreach. As faculty at Harvard Dance Center and the Dance Complex, she shares her expertise and insight, inspiring the next generation with grace and passion. Anjali's profound impact extends far beyond the stage, leaving an indelible mark on Kathak's timeless traditions. And also we have Magma Banerjee for recitation and Athena Nair on vocals. Please welcome Magma and Athena.
We begin this evening with a piece called Rangmanch, composed and choreographed by the legendary Banerjee and taught by our esteemed Guruji Gretchen Hayden. Rangmanch translates to coloring of the stage, and it begins with a depiction of a puja, or a prayer ceremony, invoking the three deities, Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, and Shiva, the destroyer of illusion. We honor the five elements of nature, the Panchabhuta, ether, space, air, fire, water, and earth. Through the intricate hastaks, or hand gestures and movements, Rangmanch depicts an offering of flower petals, garland, water, flame, incense, and the ringing of the bell. The blowing of the conch shell and the application of sandalwood paste on the deity's third eye symbolizes the awakening of one's inner consciousness. We invite you to enjoy the show. Without further ado, we present Rangmanch.
Namaskar, everyone. Good evening. If one only knew what happens backstage before a show begins. So for those not familiar with Kathak or Indian classical music and dance, the musicians tune in between. And as you can see, the way they're playing, the instruments often do their own things and need to be readjusted in between. So welcome to KHELNA. This is our concert as part of our week-long KHELNA festival. KHELNA means to play, as you've probably heard up at the top. I am just very, very honored that you're all here to celebrate with all of us today. This was supposed to just be a little concert that I just wanted to perform. I haven't performed in a while by myself. And I said, you know, I'm starting to teach classes. And I said, a lot of people don't know what this looks like in performance. And so I said, oh, can we just do a small performance? And it evolved into a beautiful week-long festival and a huge coming together of community, so much buzzing around all of this week, today, backstage, and leading up. And from not really knowing exactly what we wanted to do to finally being here today. It started with a very strong selfish desire to be able to work here in Boston, wherever I am based, with these amazing musicians, because they are here from India as part of a tour across the country, touring with my guru sister schools. And one is also based here in Boston, named Chandika, and founded by Gretchen Hayden, who is the reason that this is even in my life. I stepped into my first classroom with Gretchenji in 1997, and my life has not been the same ever since, and I could not be more grateful. The wonderful roller coaster ride of training in an Indian classical tradition in the US, being American born, connecting with my heritage, and connecting with so many things through the dance that I didn't even imagine. So I'm very grateful to her and to this entire community that now surrounds me in my life. My father, who passed in 2020, told me to stop talking so much. So I'm going to hopefully not say too much more and dance. So we begin with thought and exploration. So what you saw was an invocation, and now is an exploration of tal. This is a 16-beat rhythmic cycle called Teen Tal. So what we do is we take a basic rhythm. So if you want to clap with me, I'm going to have you try this with me. So we are going to be filling that space in between these beats with different rhythms. And some of you know this very well, and others, this may be new. So if we just put one beat with every beat, we'll say 1 and 1. So go ahead and recite. You'll say 1 and 1. 1, 1, 1. Now 2 beats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And see how that feels? Now we're going to do 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So this stays the same, but the feeling of what you're reciting in your body changes. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. Moving on to 5, and then we'll break the 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Or 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Or taka takita, taka takita, taka takita. Go ahead and try. Taka takita, taka takita, taka takita. 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And freeze. So this is what I do in all my kids classes, and when I go travel to all of the schools through Arts for Learning Massachusetts, and we get to do a little interaction. So thank you for doing that with me. We begin thought. Thank you for being here. Please just enjoy the rest of the show. You're going to see some of my students joining the stage, but first we have a little fun. rhythm exchange between the musicians. No storytelling necessarily here. Okay? we've just had a little less than a few days to work on something to bring to the stage. But at the heart of Kathak is upaj, or improvisation. So you go with the flow on the one hand, and the other is you're so steeped in your craft and your art that you can play and improvise. And that's where some of this idea of play came from, because we've all been taught many sequences and patterns, but then to make it your own, or to just be able to understand the structure of it and then play with it, that's where the freedom comes from. And sometimes the hairiness. But then you go with the flow as well. Madhyalaya, then. Eight, do, hi, do, na, din, da, na, din, da. Kita ka ton to na te te ta, da din na, kita da din na, ka te da din ka te da dan ta, kita da te na a ka te da tu.
As this whole concept is khelna. Khelna means playful, playing. So she threw something in earlier days, in ancient time. Dancers and tabla players used to meet on stage and throw compositions on each other. A jodo of this, same prefix, tihai different. Tin, ta, traka, tin, ta. Kiritakathun, 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 thun, na, te, te, ta, dha, din, ta, kita, da, din, ta, kada, da, din, ta, kada, da, din, ta.
Ginti, counting sequence. Ek do तीन, ek do तीन, ek do तीन चार, एक दो 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 तीन चार, पाँच, एक दो तीन चार, पाँच, एक दो 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 तीन तीन चार 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 पाँच पाँच छः 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 सात, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो दो तीन तीन चार चार पाँच पाँच छः 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 सात, दो, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक
दो तीन चार पाँच छः सात एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक एक ता त्रका धिम धिम दा, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक एक दो दो तीन 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 चार 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 पाँच पाँच छः छः सात, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक एक दो दो तीन 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 चार 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 पाँच पाँच छः छः सात, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक दो तीन चार पाँच, एक छः Earlier, there were a lot of musicians and dancers sitting and recording. So the old gurus, they used to do like this, eat some bowls. Ek, sat, din, din, da. Question and answer.
Requires some stamina, doesn't it? So it's been 26 years since I started when I was 21, so you can do the math. So these are the things that keep us young. On the one hand, this art form is something that we learn and can keep for ourselves, our own fulfillment, our own training, our own discipline, our own joy. But as we all learned collectively across the globe, no matter how much we like being alone, some of us, this is something that is really meant to be a part of a community. So thank you for being part of that community today and hopefully onward. I'm very humbled and proud to introduce to you 5 students out of 6 who have been studying with me for the last few months, 1 for the past year. Some have had some previous training and most not. So, again, was not meant to be, this was meant to be my solo. But again, through the evolution of play and possibility, I present to you 5 students who will be presenting a short nrit piece, some of the things that they've been learning in class, brought to you on the stage with the loving support of our guest musicians and Guru brothers. So I introduce to you some of my students performing nrit. Please give them a warm welcome. Another name for Kathak dance is Natwari Nritya, dance of Lord Krishna. Kya baat? Can we have one more round of applause, please? I think I have a little bit of a reputation for being a little informal on stage these days because there is just nothing like what comes from the heart and what comes from being able to interact and have exposure to this kind of artistry. And so my heart is singing. So whatever you might be feeling, mine is tenfold. Just standing here. So next is Gatbhav. So use of expression. In Kathak, as you heard in the video, and Guruji was saying, Kathak comes from the word Katha, meaning story, and a Kathaka is a storyteller. And as such, we are not telling stories with our words, we are telling it through our gesture, our expression, our body movement, the feeling, our rhythms, and the music and in exchange of music and dance. So as I was saying, another name for Kathak dance is Natwari Nritya. And there are many stories of Krishna from that little baby's age all the way through adulthood. And we have some fun little vignettes that we're going to just play around with today, beginning with young Krishna, who loves when his mother has churned fresh butter or makhan, and she strings it in a clay pot and raises it very high so no one can get it. But Krishna knows that it's there. So he's going to try everything he can to get his favorite makhan. And then we move to Krishna at an older age, playing with his friends. Where are they, first of all? He sees them out in the distance. He calls them over and says, come play with me. He likes to show off a little bit and tease his friends. And he says, everybody, look, come see what I have just for me. And they begin playing ball until things get a little out of hand and someone throws the ball into the river, Jamuna. And the 10-headed serpent, Kalia, lives there. And all the kids become scared. Please don't go, stop, I pray, I beg. In that dark water lives Kalia. Krishna says, don't worry, I will get the ball. He dives in, finds the ball wrapped up in the tail of Kalia, grabs the tail, gives it a yank, and wakes up the serpent Kalia. And back and forth they battle. And we move on to Holi Tarana, where the villagers are happily playing. It's spring and throwing color and water-filled pitchkaris, colored water-filled pitchkaris, and Radha, Krishna, little interplay there. And we end with a beloved song that my Guruji composed, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. So we move on to Gatpa, little Krishna, Makhan Chor.
The ball goes into the river. Don't go. Stop. I beg, I pray. In the river lives Kaliya. Krishna says, don't worry, I'll get the ball. Jumps into the water. Finds the tail of Kaliya. Pulls it. Kaliya rises, coming somewhere. Krishna plays with the tail. Kaliya is defeated. He realizes it's Lord Krishna. Krishna plays his This is what?
Thank you so much for coming out tonight and That was beautiful. Can we give them one more round of applause, please?
Thank you so much, Anjali, for the incredible contributions for this unforgettable evening.
I'm gonna use this. I have to use my hand. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. You please stay here, beautiful ladies. How are you feeling? So I don't want the musicians and everyone to stand here for too long, so I just want to thank each and every one of our guest artists, our last minute additions to the rug, which is not a small thing. These are dancers themselves. Megma and Athena have been dancing since they were very young, and now they are artists in their own right, growing and developing and off on their own, and they are supporting here today. So I'm very grateful that everyone was able to come together the way they did, and the way that we did, in all the ways. And it's been a very hectic week. A lot of us have bumped our heads, and bikes have bumped into us, and all kinds of things. So we've done, it's been a week. But I hope that resulted in something wonderful that you feel good about. We wanted to share this amazing art form that we love with all of you. So we hope that you take it back with you in your hearts and stay with us moving forward. So I'd like to thank everybody for being here. We're new. So I also want to thank the amazing crew that has come together here in order to put this entire thing together. We have Paul Falcone here, who we are all connected, by the way, in some magical way, and I think those who are now above looking down upon us are really working their magic to bring us together in this way. So did you want to say, so let me just do my quick thank yous. But we have Paul Falcone here, we have Linda Ryman up in the lighting booth. She is the one who makes this whole space come together, and we answer to her. And then we have Cuco Daglio, who has been fully in charge of all of this amazing sound. Sound makes or breaks a show, everybody. So this is an amazing, amazing evening. Isabel Fine has been my support, my heart, my everything through this entire process. When I said, the musicians are coming from India, what are we supposed to do with them? And here we are. And so that's just been amazing. And I'm forgetting somebody. Joni Lore is sitting right in front. She is our photographer for the evening. Thank you for not flashing, everybody, and for letting the experts do their work. And we have more people to thank at the end, but I'm going to leave it now to the experts. Thank you all for coming from my heart.
And we just want to say thank you to the artists, to Sri Jayanta Banerjee, to SPG, Satyaprakash, to Anjali, and to Megma, and vocalists and the dancers. Why don't you open up? Athena. And we just want to recognize the hard work of this dance team, the students as well.
I think we've spoken quite a bit. So we are actually going to transition into, we're going to exit stage for a moment and take a breath. Please stay where you are. This is all about interaction, and we're going to just sit for a few minutes and do a bit of a Q&A. So I'm going to invite one more round of applause to the entire crew, and I'm going to welcome you to take a moment off stage. Go ahead. And we're going to transition into a Q&A session. So please stick right there, and off we go. And in the meantime, Urvashi has a few words to share. Thank you.
Yes, just wanted to say we will now pass the mic actually to Rama Ramaswamy from the Wellesley Media to mediate this wonderful Q&A session. Rama Ramaswamy with Paul Facconi both interviewed Anjali Nath last week for KHELNA, and we are so fortunate to have them here with us this evening. Thank you, Rama, for mediating the Q&A session. And audience, I really encourage you to ask as many questions as you want for the artists. This is a really unique opportunity, so we're so excited.
All right, folks, any questions? Opening it up.
Everyone is hungry. Anjali.
Anyone?
Anjali Nath, please come.
Here. Get up there, she can.
Hi, my name is Priya Jagannathan, and to Anjali and the whole crew, really beautiful performance. To think that you told a story with just your expressions and your feet and your hands was beautiful. Just quick question, can you tell us a little bit about sort of the origin of Kathak and just the history behind how it came to be?
This is a putting me on the spot question. So, Kathak has roots that I probably cannot speak to. There are many more learned scholars out there. And I grew up in the US. So I did not grow up with the culture from which this art form comes. So these stories, for example, are new to me in many ways. Although I had my Panchatantra books, right, or Amar Chitra Katha books when I was younger, and I loved those. And so when you ask me what the origins of Kathak, it's an ancient art form. It began, as far as I've been told, where musicians and dancers were traveling from village to village telling stories through their dance and through their mime. And it evolved into a form that was brought into the temples as a form of devotion to the divine. And when the Mughals came to India, it was brought into the courts as a form of entertainment. It's evolved in many, many ways and became a form of entertainment for the kings. And then it was brought in the 20th century, I believe, more to the proscenium stage like this. And so the elements of Kathak have evolved along with that history. So a lot of the Khubsurti Nazakat elements, the subtleties came, and certain parts of the dress came during the Mughal period. And now it just keeps evolving. And my Guruji has developed a training technique for himself, which he called Kathak Yoga, which I did not do per se today, but you see the dancers in some way are singing themselves, reciting themselves. So there's so many aspects to Kathak, and we can only even share just the tip of the iceberg with you today, despite how rich today was. So it has a very long history. It has a very long future ahead, and I look forward to just finding out what more it could be. So thank you for that question. Now I have to go do my homework. Or scholars come forth. Next question.
Anybody else?
Hi, my name is Akili. I'm a percussionist. Thank you for inviting me. This is for Sri Satyaprakash Mishra. I noticed you were at times dipping your hand in something on a circular disc.
This white one?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
See this one? So you want to know the reason why was I doing that?
Yes.
Yeah, I have my student here in red kurta, Arjun. Can you stand up, Arjun? That's my student. And his sister, don't sit. His sister is a very good dancer too. Arjun, tell him why was I doing that?
So it's powder so your hands stay dry so you can your hand can move and be smooth.
Amit sir, I'm giving good knowledge. See, clap for him. So the tabla skin, the surface is
made up of goat skin. So when two surfaces, my skin and that skin we rub each other, I can have a blister. So for that, to keep it smooth, I always stick powder. And I don't know why Boston, I'm sweating a lot in my hand. I was not doing that in LA nor in Denver, but here, so maybe I was scared to play with Anjali ji a little. So maybe it's weather change or something. So something happens, sometimes you never know what's happening with your body. So you need to keep that powder. And every tabla player keeps that. 95% of the tabla players keep the baby powder, Johnson's baby powder. So yeah, that's the reason I was doing that, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Anybody else?
Are you not hungry? Oh, tomorrow's Sunday, right? Oh, that's the reason.
Hi, can you hear me? Hi, my name is Meghana. I have a question. Out of all of you, what is one piece of advice that you would give to young musicians or dancers as they go forward?
You want to say something? You have to decide a little bit. You have to decide each step of the way. You have to make a decision and stick with the decision. It may not be clear what the next decision will be or what the next step will be, but you have to plant your feet firmly in whatever decision you made, whatever step you took. You just be there, and then you adjust from there. I had, again, a reputation of having one foot here, one foot here. One foot Boston, one foot California, one foot work, public health job, one foot dance, one And Guruji, until the 2 days before he passed, he was still needling me about, you're on the fence, you're on the fence, you're on the fence. So if you want to be an artist, I think no matter what, I think for me to be living two parallel lives, which I feel, which is I have a job that thankfully supports me, and I am an artist trying to do my best to keep in touch with my art. Everyone is doing it in their own way, okay? So you have to find your way that makes sense for you in your life and from your heart with your voice, and you keep discovering it each step of the way. So just keep listening to yourself, no matter what advice you get, and just keep, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself, okay? Stop thinking.
And we have one more question from somewhere here. Come around that.
Before you ask a question, may I ask, Jayanta, you started studying at what age? How
I studied from when I was 5 years old. It was a long journey. Very tough.
Stick with it? Did you want to go a different way? Or what made you stick with it, even when it was tough?
Actually, my uncle was a vocalist, so he was doing his riyaz every day. So I listened to him, and then suddenly he gave me a sitar one day, and I started playing.
I would like to answer that question. Meghna, right? Are you a dancer? Are you a Kathak dancer? You should come to Anjali Nath. So just a short thing. Every musician cannot sail two boats, or a dancer. Being anywhere in the world, whether it is India or US, you can't think of doing 5 hours of riyaz, getting out, having breakfast, going for a job, coming back, taking care of the family, and do a show. I don't think so. So a musician or a dancer need funds. Very straight, funds. And people like Anjali or me or Jayanta, we do 24/7 music. And people like I have right now, I know Amit ji, I know Bandita ji, I know Sudha ji, I know Sujata ji. All these people, by some or the other way, they're supporting the art. So we say, art is vanishing. We need to save it by supporting in some way. So I would just say, and secondly, that's the first point, and to have patience, I think. One thing, one Qaida, Arjun, can go for 10 years. 10 years. But that does not mean you cannot explore. You have to explore. Be loyal to your guru. Guru is one. I always say, I've learned from this guru, I've learned from that guru. Great. But like parents, one mom and dad, one guru. Now it's up to you how you make a relationship with the guru. You see some YouTube channel of some dancer or tabla player, and you have to be loyal to your guru that I heard that. I would love to do that. And then leave it on the guru, that if he's going to teach you or not. One day, if you are capable, he or she will teach you. So have patience. This is an ocean. You have to dive every day, and with a new swimming costume, same thing every day, So just dive in and spend time and keep exploring. There are a lot of, you have to meet musicians, you have to see what's happening, and keep listening to music, dance. Be loyal to your guru. That's it.
Thank you. My name is Amit Srivastav. I have been curious for the longest time about Sawal Jawab. So I mean, the performances are beautiful, but Sawal Jawab is beautiful and fun. And I've always wondered how much of it is improvisation and how much of it is rehearsed. As in, what you do on the stage, is that the new thing? Or is that something that has been rehearsed partially or before? I'd like it to be the new thing, but I'll...
Well, okay. So we have a structure, right? We knew at that point we wanted to do a Sawal Jawab. Now what's going to be now this is Satyaprakash Ji. So that means, I don't know what's going to come, ever.
I also don't know what's going to come.
He never does. So I would say in this today, well actually 100% of the time, it's Upaj. Okay? Now unless I've said, for example, I'd like to fix something. Right? A dancer can choose that, they can decide together to choose it. This, that Sawal Jawab component that was in today's piece, 100% upaj, improvisation. Sometimes you can see it in the idea is so that you can't tell what I'm thinking, right? If we're improvising, you can't tell if we're like, oh my gosh, what are we supposed to do with what he just threw at me, right? And so you just go with it. And so actually sometimes you just really have to turn your mind off. And that's why you spend those hours, that's why you spend those years and those decades, because at that point when you're in the moment, you just turn your brain off and you just go. And there's a gentleman sitting there, who I won't name, but when I asked how does this amazing tap dancer practice, and he says, I never do my classwork, I never do my routines. And so you talk about improvisation, if I get these artists and someone like that together, that would be fire. So, you just, that's what I'm just going to leave it at right now. That was improvisation today.
So, structure, she means we have a structure of rhythm, cycle, which Jayanta Banerjee was holding. Ta, two, da, da. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is risky part.
This is very risky part. I'm telling you because
this flying, but I'm holding 4 notes.
It's very difficult. So basically the structure is the meter, which is we are keeping whether it is 16 or 8. Now it's up to us, whoever is questioning, we can go 2 sets of 8, 4 sets of 8, and we have to show that tadha. We have to leave one beat before, which is more difficult, so that the dancer can catch it from the other beat, which is 1. So with me and also with Jayanta, whenever people say that we want to fix it, I don't think so. Sawal Jawab can be fixed because it's Sawal Jawab, and it's actually, if you see, it's feet and hand and strings, So if I'm doing ta 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 ta. See, if I do, for example, Jayanta, me and Jayanta, 1, 2, 3, go. See, so we are just flying. We know our one. So the best part is that we both know our one, and we will land somewhere. So yeah, that's it.
One more question.
Someone back there also has one, so we'll go there after.
Namaskar, Anjali Nath. Namaskar. My name is Lavanya, and my question is, you chose Rag Hemant, I think, for all of Katpa, right? Is that?
Gadwal Rag was actually based on Maj Khamaj.
I see. Okay.
But I mix. I played some Pahari. I put some Pahari young and Maj Khamaj and the Khamaj. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So for Gadbhav, I have to play so many rags for different ras means. So I want to ask you, I want to ask you why different rags? Can you answer? Because I think you've danced, right?
I've danced, but I don't know much about the rag.
Anyone here, Sujata ji, Sudhaji, or the girls out there, why different rags? Why doesn't he stick to one rag? Any answer? So as he said, different moods. Like when Krishna is having makhan, you can't make it serious. And when Yashoda is coming and she's upset, you can't make it fun. And when Kalia is there, Kalia is like snake. Just imagine a kid fighting with a snake. You can't make it very you have to make it something serious, right? And when he hits it, when they fight, it has to be fought between the Sitar and the bhav of the dancer, even the tabla. So it is different rasas. He has to get out from the Sitar because as we say, she's the main dancer, she's the main artist, and we are accompanying her. So as we say, playback singers, we are playback mood differentiators, you can say. That's how she's getting mood, that now I will do Krishna, I will do Radha, I will do friends, how the friends are sitting down, how Krishna, it's not easy for a kid to go up and take out the makhan, to take out the butter, it's up there. So it's like how much obstacles he's having, so you have to show that. So that's how everything is being protected.
That's my dad's seat.
Okay, we had a question up here somewhere? Go over there, right? You can get this mic over to you. The mic pass.
Okay. So first up, the performance was amazing. It really felt divine. I felt very happy coming over here. I have 3 questions, actually.
I don't know.
Okay, maybe 2. So first up,
1.5.
So when you perform and when you emote, you need to imagine something, right? And then you see. So when you have, say, when you're performing the routine where Krishna is trying to steal the butter, what do you visualize from your eyes? Do you visualize something over there and you try to concentrate on it, or do you just try to improvise in a different way?
I love that you asked this question and that this is being asked at this time. Every dancer has their own strength, and whatever is not a strength, it's something they need to keep developing, right? Everything they need to keep developing, and some aspects you need to develop more. I have been very fortunate to be part of, so Kathak is a solo art form, as I started to say, so this is part of what a Kathak dancer is supposed to do anyway. As I said, I didn't have a lot of exposure to Krishna and these stories growing up. In working with Satyaprakash Bhai, he was giving me some tips. What does Krishna do? How does this work? Because I was ready to throw a rock at it. So, and so you can make up these different things. But to actually answer your question, one thing I've learned is you have a little bit of a dialogue in your head, right? First of all, again, you're not thinking, right? You actually just have to be that kid. So I did not prepare. I knew that, again, there was a structure. I knew that I wanted him to, we talked about it, but I wanted him to go call his friends, bring them over, we're gonna stand, make a pyramid, and go get the butter. Did that come through?
Yes.
Okay, so, I think I did that. But, so that's what it is. I said, this is what I want to have happen. So I sketched out a little structure, but how do I do it? What's emoting? How many steps am I taking? And this is the brilliance of these artists, because we did not work out the timing. We did not work out anything. I took random amount of steps, random amount of time. They watched. And let me tell you, it is a very rare thing for musicians to play with Kathak dancers. Very rare to have the knowledge to play with Kathak dancers. I can't even say very rare any more times. But what is going on in my head is, one, that story, some of it the structure, some of the story that I already know, and some of it is you have to let go and be. And some of it is a dialogue. Okay, you come here, everyone come here, come, sit down, don't move, right? But you're not gonna say it out loud, but you're thinking it in your mind. So when you have a dialogue in your head, sometimes you practice by saying it out loud, and then you just keep it in your mind. Okay? That's
Second
all.
one.
Second question.
So that was part of the expression. The other one, your dance is amazing. How long did it take for you to get the fingers to every part of your body to control as fluid as you do?
So it's very funny that you did this, because when I was young, I don't know why, I'd be sitting in the most random places and I literally would just do this. I don't know why. I had no idea what Kathak was before. I don't know why. I also studied ballet when I was young, from age 4 to 18. And they did not have ballet at Tufts. Everyone knows the story. They did not have ballet at Tufts. So I just tried everything else. So I became known as someone who's just going to keep dancing, trying all of the things. And one of my friends yelled across the campus center and said, "Hey, do you want to try Kathak dance?" And I was like, I don't know what that is. I didn't know the difference between Kathak, Bollywood, Bhangra, all of these things. I just knew Indian dance. And that was part of why I came to Tufts. I said, I want to do Indian dance. And I tried a lot of things. Actually, Shelly, who just stepped away, taught me my first Indian dance, a Rajasthani dance. So I'm circling like this, but I'll just tell you that I started young, okay? That's one thing. So this kind of, the fluidity was in my body a little bit from ballet. It translates nicely into Kathak, even as opposed to some of the other art forms, but I think I would connect with any dance, really, if I had the time, if I could. One thing that I would say, my Gretchenji, who I mentioned, she has the most incredibly beautiful movement I've ever seen, and fortunate to be in a class with her. So any student of anything, you must watch. You must and watch, and then you try to get a sense of that essence, and how does it actually feel to do what she's doing or what they're doing? How does it feel to do what you're seeing these artists do on stage? Yes, like this. Okay, so this is just a quick answer, but it's all feeling, and the feeling comes from, practice your heart observant.
Third one, fast.
Okay, last.
Yeah, go on.
I'm for third. Okay.
Tihai, it's called.
So I've never heard sitar close by. How does it feel to hear a sitar very close? Because from far away, or when listening to a headphone, it feels so magical. How does it feel close by? Is it very different from what I hear from
As
here?
a dancer, or as the sitar player?
As a player.
It's a little different.
Is it nicer?
Come here and I can play for you.
Have you seen God? No, it's a genuine question. Have you seen God? Yes or no?
Maybe felt.
You felt? But that's what he feels. That's what we feel when we do one dha. I don't know when that dha will come. So for him also, it's like feeling heaven while playing sitar. So it's just connecting with God when he plays his sitar, I think. So it's a very difficult question actually for any musician or a dancer. If you ask, how do you feel when what do you say when gongru rings? No one can give you that answer because you have to do that.
Okay.
Until unless you will do it, you won't feel it.
I will tell you, Jayanta, anything? Okay, and then thank you for this wonderful Q&A. Thank you, Rama, for this facilitation of this beautiful Q&A. And I will say that that feeling you're asking about is the feeling that I told you I selfishly was craving that really comes when you do this. And I actually get it from the practice room. But to be able to share that feeling, you know, is one thing. It's just a whole other level. But it is that feeling that we each get in our own craft when we go that deep into our own sadhana, but then also when that interaction can happen. So.
What a beautiful way to end the Q&A session. Thank you so much. Another round of applause. Thank you so much. I'll just end with one more item. It's been a wonderful journey tonight. Thank you all for being here. We hope to stay connected with each and every one of you as we continue this artistic journey. As you make your way into the lobby, we invite you to consider making a donation to help us further our mission, as Satyaprakash ji just mentioned. There's a donation QR code in your programs and on the poster boards outside to make it easy for you to contribute. Every bit supports us and continue to bring the joy and beauty of Kathak to more people. Thank you for giving what you can to help us grow and give what we can back to you and the world. Thank you. Enjoy your evening.